Hello, English learners. Welcome back to Life Talk English. I'm Nico.
And I'm Elisa.
Today, we're diving into something that's close to everyone's business heart, sounding advanced at work.
Right, and we're starting with that first simple but not simple test, the office greeting.
You walk into the office, it's Monday morning, you're holding your coffee, maybe still half asleep.
And then boom, you see your boss walking toward you. What do you say? That moment feels small, but it's a real test of your English level.
Exactly. Beginners might just go with, good morning. Intermediate learners maybe add, how are you? But advanced speakers, they make it sound natural, friendly, and a bit flexible.
Like, morning, how was your weekend? Or, hey, good to see you. Did you catch the game last night?
See, that extra little question or detail makes it flow. It's not just the words, it's the vibe.
And it's funny because in some cultures, greetings are very formal. Like, you have to say the exact polite phrase. But in many English-speaking workplaces, being too stiff can feel awkward.
Yeah. Imagine you say, good morning, sir. I am in fine health. That sounds like you time-traveled from the 1800s.
Right. People would look at you and think, wait, are you joking?
So, listeners, picture this. You're walking into your office. The advanced level test is, can you greet someone naturally with just enough friendliness?
And don't worry, you don't need to be super creative every time. Even repeating small phrases helps. For example, hey, how's everything going? Morning. Busy day ahead? Or, hi, how was your weekend?
And notice, none of those are complicated. They're simple, but the rhythm, the tone, that's what makes them advanced.
Let's role play it. I'll be the boss, you be the employee.
Okay. Good morning, Elisa. Did you enjoy your weekend?
Yes, it was great, thank you. I went hiking. How about you?
Not bad. I finally finished that book I told you about.
See? That's an advanced mini conversation. It opens a door just for a second.
And here's the trick. If you're nervous, you don't have to start big. Just add a small detail. Instead of, how are you? Try, how's your morning so far?
That's good because it's specific and it shows you're really present.
Exactly. Advanced English often means specific English.
But let's be honest. Sometimes you just don't feel like talking. Maybe you're tired or stressed. What then?
Great point. You can keep it short, but still natural. Just smile and say, morning, hope it's a good one. That's friendly without requiring a whole chat.
Yeah, because not every Monday morning is chatty Monday morning.
Quick cultural note here. Americans, for example, often start with, how are you? But they don't expect a full health report.
True. If someone asks, how are you? You can just say, good, thanks. You? That's enough.
But if you really want to stand out, you can add a little color. Good, thanks. Just catching up on some projects. It's small, but it makes you sound advanced.
Let's give the listeners a mini challenge.
Ooh, I like this. Okay, imagine you see your manager first thing tomorrow. Don't just say hi. Instead, try a greeting plus one detail. Maybe, good morning. How was the drive in today?
Or, morning. I saw it's going to rain later. Did you bring an umbrella?
That's very practical.
Well, advanced English is also practical. Another tip is listen carefully to how they answer. That way you can continue naturally. If they say, yeah, traffic was terrible, you can reply, oh no, I know, it took me ages too.
See how that builds connection? It's English, but it's also human.
And that's maybe the deeper point here. Advanced English is not about difficult words. It's about using simple words in a natural, responsive way.
Yes, you could memorize 20 fancy greetings, but if you can't make them sound natural, they won't help.
Exactly. Better to master 3 or 4 flexible ones and practice the tone.
Let's loop back. Earlier, I mentioned the robotic greeting. Elisa, give me your best robot greeting.
Good morning, supervisor. I am functioning within normal human parameters.
Perfect. Listeners, don't be that robot.
So, to wrap this first part up, Tomorrow, when you greet someone, add a little detail. Keep it short, keep it natural. That's the advanced way.
And remember, don't pressure yourself to be funny or original every time. Advanced English is about connection, not performance.
Well said.
Oh, before we move on, listeners, if you're liking what you're hearing, hit that like button and subscribe to join us for more, but only if this is your kind of learning.
And tell us in the comments, where are you listening from and what time is it there right now?
Now, settle in, maybe grab a notebook or just relax with your headphones on, and let's ease into today's English journey together.
Which means, next, we'll step into meetings, the place where greetings turn into full conversations.
And the place where many learners think, oh no, should I speak now? Don't worry, we'll cover that. Okay, so we've warmed up with greetings. Now let's move to a bigger challenge, meetings.
Meetings, the place where even native speakers sometimes feel nervous.
True. And in English, the advanced level isn't just about speaking. It's also about knowing when to speak and how to say things politely but competently.
Yeah, because in meetings, you don't want to sound too quiet, like you're invisible, but you also don't want to interrupt rudely.
Exactly. Let's imagine this. You're sitting in a meeting room, maybe on Zoom, maybe in person. People are throwing around ideas. You have something to say. How do you join in without sounding awkward?
I think the basic way is just, excuse me, I'd like to add something. But that's a little stiff.
Right. More natural advanced options would be, can I just jump in for a moment? If I could add to that, that's an interesting, and it makes me think.
See, those are polite, but also smooth. You're not stopping the meeting, you're joining the flow.
And notice each phrase has a soft landing. It's not, stop, I'm talking. It's, I want to add. That's advanced.
Let's role play a mini meeting. I'll be the manager, you be the team member.
Okay.
So, team, our sales numbers are slightly down this quarter. We need new ideas.
If I could add to that, I think we should explore social media ads in new markets.
Perfect. That sounded natural, not forced.
Another advanced move is agreeing first, then adding your point. For example, I agree with what Sarah said, and maybe we could also.
Yes, that's such a good trick. Agree, then add. It makes you sound cooperative.
And listeners, here's a cultural tip. In English-speaking workplaces, value contribution. Staying silent for the whole meeting might make people think you're not engaged, even if you are.
Right. In some cultures, silence shows respect. But in English business culture, silence can look like disinterest.
Right. So even one small comment helps.
Okay, let's practice polite interruption. Nico, start speaking.
Sure. So I believe the marketing.
Sorry to jump in. Can I add one quick thought?
See, that was polite. You said sorry to jump in, and you kept it short. That's advanced interruption.
And if you're on Zoom, you can also use small signals. Raise your hand icon or say, can I quickly share?
Now let's talk about disagreeing. Elisa, what's the wrong way to do it?
That's not true. You're wrong.
Yeah, don't do that. Better ways are, I see your point, but I wonder if we could also consider, or, that's an interesting idea. Another perspective might be.
Those sound advanced because they balance respect with opinion.
And here's a joke. If you ever want to sound too advanced, you can say, let's unpack that.
Oh yes, that phrase. Let's unpack this idea. It makes you sound like a consultant.
But careful, if you use too many buzzwords, people roll their eyes.
Exactly. Advanced doesn't mean buzzwords. It means clear, natural, and respectful.
Let's give listeners a quick phrase bank for meetings. Shall we circle back to that later? Could you clarify what you mean? That's a valid point. How about we.
Nice. And here's a playful challenge. tomorrow, in your next meeting, use one of those. Just one. That's enough to practice.
And don't worry if you feel nervous. Even advanced learners get nervous. The trick is preparation. Write down 2 or 3 phrases you can use and keep them ready.
Yes, almost like carrying a pocket dictionary, but in your brain.
Another cultural tip, in English-speaking meetings, humor can be okay. Not jokes every minute, but a small, light comment can relax the group.
Like, if the projector doesn't work, you might say, technology loves us today. It breaks the tension.
Exactly.
Nico, do you remember last week's airport example we mentioned?
Oh, yes, asking politely at the airport. It's similar here. Advanced English often means ask, add, or interrupt in a way that makes people feel comfortable.
So true. The same skills repeat in different places.
To close this section, advanced business English in meetings isn't about perfect grammar. It's about joining, interrupting politely, and adding ideas clearly.
Yes. If you can do that, people stop thinking of you as the learner and just see you as part of the team.
And that's the real test of advanced English. So, greetings, check. Meetings, check. Now let's tackle something that every professional deals with. Email.
Dun, dun, dun. The inbox.
Exactly. Emails can feel scary because they stay on record. Unlike meetings where words disappear, emails live forever.
And sometimes learners feel like they need to sound super formal. But the advanced trick is balance. You want professional, but not robotic.
Right. Let's start with greetings. Beginners often write, "Respected sir," or "Honorable madam."
Which sounds very old-fashioned in English.
Yeah, in modern business English, you'd say, "Dear Mr. Smith," if formal. "Hi, Sarah," if friendly but professional. Even just, "Hello, team," if it's a group.
And what about endings? Some people just write thanks, but advanced endings match the tone, like best regards or kind regards. Looking forward to your reply.
Exactly. And notice, no need to be dramatic. "I remain yours faithfully" is Shakespeare, not email.
Can you imagine sending that? "I remain yours faithfully, marketing assistant."
The manager would think you're proposing marriage.
So let's do a role play email. Nico, you're the employee writing to me, the manager.
Got it. "Hi, Elisa. I wanted to check if the budget for next month's project is confirmed. Looking forward to your reply. Best. Nico."
Perfect. Clear, short, polite.
And that's the advanced trick. Clarity. Don't hide the request in 3 long paragraphs. Put it right up front.
Yes, like, "I'm writing to ask," or "Could you please confirm?" That's simple and advanced.
Another thing is tone. Caps lock and too many exclamation marks, not advanced.
So not, "Please respond!" Exclamation point.
Exactly. Instead, "Could you respond by Friday?" That would be very helpful. Calm and polite.
Here's a small cultural note. Emails in English often start with a softener. For example, "I hope this email finds you well," or "I hope you're having a good week."
True, though you don't need to overuse them. One short line is enough.
Let's also mention CC and BCC. Advanced learners sometimes forget the difference.
Yeah, CC means copy, everyone can see. BCC means blind copy, only you know.
And the polite rule is don't overload CC. Only include people who need the info.
Here's another challenge, writing bad news. Elisa, how would you say the report is late?
I'd soften it. "Unfortunately, the report will be delayed by 2 days. I apologize for the inconvenience."
Perfect. Notice the "unfortunately" and "apologize." Advanced learners use those words to show empathy.
And for good news, instead of just "it's done," you could say, "I'm happy to let you know the project is complete."
Nice. That sounds professional and warm.
Let's give a phrase bank. I'm writing to follow up on. Please let me know if you have any questions. Attached, you'll find the report.
And my favorite, thanks in advance. It's polite, but also reminds them to reply.
Oh, yes, that's powerful.
One last thing, avoid direct translations. For example, in some languages, people write, with due respect, kindly do the needful.
That's a classic, but in modern English, it sounds confusing. Better, could you please take care of this?
Yes, advanced English avoids those stiff translated phrases.
Let's practice with the listeners. Imagine you need to ask your boss for 2 extra days to finish a project. Pause, think, how would you write that email?
And if you're not sure, here's a model. Dear Manager, I wanted to ask if it would be possible to extend the deadline by 2 days. This will allow me to complete the report carefully. Thank you for your understanding.
See? Polite, clear, advanced.
And that's the secret. Advanced email English is not about big words. It's about short sentences, polite tone, and clear requests.
Yes. If your email is easy to read, people will think, wow, this person is professional.
And that's exactly the goal. So far, we've walked through greetings, meetings, and emails. Now let's imagine you're at a business event, a networking evening, maybe in a hotel lobby with people holding small plates of snacks and glasses of juice.
I can see it now. Lots of name tags, polite smiles, and everyone thinking, what should I say?
Exactly, and this is where advanced business English really shines, mixing polite business talk with casual friendliness.
The beginner might freeze or only talk about work, but advanced speakers know how to blend small talk with business.
Right. Let's start simple. What's the first thing you say when you meet someone at a networking event?
Easy. Hi, I'm Elisa. Nice to meet you.
Perfect. And the advanced upgrade is adding context. Hi, I'm Elisa. I work in marketing for BrightTech. How about you?
That how about you is the magic key. It opens the conversation.
Exactly. Without it, the conversation stops. With it, you keep the ball rolling.
And listeners, here's a trick. Don't jump into business too fast. Start with light topics. Have you been to this event before? The food here is great, isn't it? How do you know the host company?
Yes, those are safe, friendly, and natural.
And then when it feels right, you can move to business. So what projects are you working on these days?
Notice it's open-ended, not just, what do you do? Open questions sound more advanced.
Let's role play. You be a software engineer. I'll be someone you just met.
All right. Hi, I'm Nico. I work as a software engineer at SmartCode. How about you?
Nice to meet you, Nico. I'm Elisa. I handle partnerships for green energy.
That sounds interesting. What kind of partnerships are you focusing on right now?
See, that was advanced. You asked a follow-up, not just, okay.
And listeners, that's the trick. Show interest. Even a small, simple question like, how's that going? Keeps the conversation alive.
Another small cultural note. In English-speaking events, it's normal to smile and nod a lot. That shows engagement.
Yes, silence plus no expression can feel cold.
Oh, and business cards. Some cultures exchange them very formally. In English-speaking events, it's usually casual, here's my card, let's connect.
Or even just, are you on LinkedIn? That's advanced small talk in 2025.
Let's give listeners a mini phrase bank. What brings you to this event? How long have you been with your company? That's fascinating. Tell me more about it.
Those are gold. Short, curious, and natural.
And what about leaving the conversation politely? Because sometimes you want to move on.
Great point. Advanced ways to exit. It was great chatting with you. Let's connect on LinkedIn. Or, I should let you mingle, but I really enjoyed our conversation.
See? Polite, positive, but clear.
And one small joke. Don't be the person who holds someone hostage for 30 minutes.
Yes. Networking is like dancing. Talk, smile, and move on.
Let's circle back. Earlier, we said greetings test your level. Networking is like the final exam. If you can mix light chat with business naturally, you're definitely advanced.
And it doesn't mean being super talkative. Even short, natural exchanges show confidence.
So tomorrow, try this challenge. Start one small conversation with a colleague or classmate using "How about you?" and one follow-up.
That's it. Just practice the rhythm. And soon, networking won't feel scary. It'll feel like connection.
And that's really what advanced business English is about. Connection.
Exactly.
All right, we've covered greetings, meetings, emails, and networking. Now, let's face the toughest part. Difficult situations.
Ooh, the scary ones.
Yes, the moments when you have to disagree, give feedback, or handle conflict. This is where advanced English really gets tested.
Because anyone can say yes, but saying no politely or disagreeing without sounding rude, that takes skill.
Exactly. Let's start with disagreement. Beginners might say, "That's wrong," but advanced learners soften it. For example, "I see your point, but I think we should also consider," or, "That's one way to look at it. Another perspective might be,"
And notice those little words, I see your point, another perspective. They keep it polite.
right. Advanced English often means using small softeners.
Okay, let's role play. I'll suggest an idea, and you disagree.
Go ahead.
I think we should cut the budget for training.
I understand the need to save money, but I'm concerned that cutting training might reduce productivity in the long run.
Perfect. You disagreed clearly, but respectfully.
Now, what about giving feedback? Beginners might say, "Your report is bad."
Ouch. That hurts.
Advanced feedback uses the sandwich method. Positive, suggestion, positive.
Example is, your report is very detailed. One suggestion would be to shorten the introduction. Overall, great job with the data.
See, that's advanced. You guide without crushing.
And sometimes you have to deliver bad news, like telling a client the project is delayed.
Yes, advanced phrases help. Unfortunately, there's been a delay. We're working hard to resolve this issue. We really appreciate your patience.
That shows responsibility, but also reassurance.
Another cultural tip. In English business, tone matters more than excuses. Saying, "We're 2 weeks late because," with anger, doesn't help. Calm, polite language earns trust.
Right. And even saying, I apologize for the inconvenience is powerful.
Now, what about staying calm when someone is upset?
You can use phrases like, I hear your concern. Let's see how we can fix this. I understand why you feel that way.
Yes, those are empathy phrases, very advanced.
Let's do a quick role play. You're the angry client. I'll calm you down.
Okay. Angry. "Why is my order late again? This is unacceptable."
I hear your concern and I completely understand your frustration. We're already taking steps to ensure it arrives tomorrow.
See? Calm, empathetic, professional.
And listeners, here's the truth. Even native speakers struggle with this. So if you can handle conflict politely, you're beyond advanced.
That's the ultimate test.
Let's give a phrase bank for difficult situations. I understand your point, but one suggestion might be, I hear your concern and we're working on it. Thank you for your patience.
Those 4 phrases can save you in any business crisis.
And let's sneak in a light joke. Nico, how do you say no in the most dramatic way?
Deep theatrical voice. "Absolutely not. Under no circumstances. Never in a million years."
Okay, don't use that in business.
Yeah, keep that one for the movies.
So, to wrap this up, advanced business English in difficult situations means calm tone, polite softeners, and empathy.
And remember, it's not about avoiding the problem, it's about handling it with respect.
If you can do that, people will trust you, not just as an English speaker, but as a professional.
And that's the real goal.